guys. You've called one in the booth and one on the field. Have you made a decision where you're going to call games during the regular season?
Yeah, I'll be down on the field. Feel good about it. Feel good about both, but I'll be down on the field moving forward.
Was it a little harder to bring the juice to the game from upstairs?
No, communication's good either way. I just like, I like to be able to look guys in the eyes and be able to walk over immediately and talk to guys, make adjustments with the coaches, and be able to look guys in the eyes when I communicate with them. Just a little bit more efficient, and I can cut a few steps out that way.
Coach, what was your assessment about seeing your offense, your play calling with the starters on Saturday?
Yeah, no, I thought they went out and competed. They tried to do exactly what we wanted to do. I thought we were fairly efficient, physical, took care of the football, protected well. I was happy with that. I think it's something to build off of, and we just got to keep moving it from here.
When it comes to the offensive line, would physicality be kind of like an equalizer between the two groups?
Oh, sure. I think, look, I don't believe in being anything other than the most physical team we can possibly be. I think it allows you to control the line of scrimmage. It carves out, actually takes a 2 or 3 yard gain in the run game to a 4 or 5 or 6 yard gain. It wears on people in the fourth quarter, and it's a matter of mental and physical conditioning for us just to continue to push through that. But yeah, I believe in a physical football team, and I think our guys have answered the bell, and they're working to be the most physical version of themselves every single day.
How much will the work this week, heading into the joint practice, into the final preseason game, help solidify that offensive line, who's going to be starting, who's going to be backups?
I think every rep counts, to your point. So, there's not one practice I don't think that's any more important than the others. I think it's a cumulative effect, and it all counts for something. So we'll watch this film like we have every other practice, and we'll assess it from there. But, yeah, it all counts.
How do Nick Chubb has grown over time?
Yeah, he's as consistent of a human being in terms of his approach. And I feel like he's continuing to get better and better and better. And we only had him for a short time in the spring. We got him here in training camp, and he's continued to grow every single day that he's been out here. He's a really patient runner, has a good feel for pressing landmarks and tracks, and he's just got a really good instinct about running the football.
Is it important for Damian to get in-game action before you trust him in a game in your system?
Yeah, I would say this. Damian's played a good amount of football. He's a physical, violent runner. You get to see him out here. It's not like this is an unknown commodity. So whatever we feel is best for the reps, that'll be it. But, I've watched Damian. I've had an appreciation for him for a while. And, I think he wants to go out there and just be at his best every single day. And I'm excited to get him back out here with us.
What goes into, from an OC perspective, kind of filling out the running back position and going by committee or by odd man? Is that just something that happens in game? You go into a game saying, we want this guy to do this and that guy to do that?
Yeah, I think, we have a very versatile group of guys as it is right now, as you guys can see. So I think that's a week-to-week deal, a field deal, but we have a lot of trust in whoever's out there. I think you see with that group, they've all, they've taken care of the football in their opportunities. They've been stout in blitz pickup. I've been very impressed with that group in terms of how they fit the window, get pads under pads, protect inside out. The core axioms that we're asking, they've showcased, and I think that they understand the intent of what we're doing. So I've been happy with all of them.
Taking you back to your former profession as a tight end coach, what did you see in Harrison Bryant that made you all want to go out and get him? And what did you see from him after meeting him and talking to him?
Yeah, well, Harrison's smart. He's a savvy player. I actually, not dissimilar to Aziz, I was at Florida Atlantic, and Chris Hurd had recruited him on our staff down there. I had left, never got a chance to coach him on that staff. And I was on defense at the time. So I've kind of known about Harrison for a while, appreciated his game. He's a savvy player. Everybody you talk to talks about the work ethic, the intangibles, and he's had production in the league. So he's got some experience, and he's versatile, and we'll see how it goes. Been there a couple days, and keep on evaluating him.
What's your relationship like with Yaakov Johnson stepping back to the New England days? How can he kind of help this offense?
Yeah, he's as hard of a working human being as I've ever been around. He studies, he cares, he's got all the traits that you covet. In terms of toughness, being an unselfish human being. He's strong, he's tough, he's a great teammate, and I think that you can't put a premium on guys like that. So I have a lot of respect for him. I obviously have history for him, but he's blended in very, very well since he's been here with Jake's group, and he's a very versatile guy. We play all those guys, whether it's Y or F, they all are interchangeable, and I'm happy he's here with us.
All good?
What have you liked about Jake Andrews also since he's been here?
Tough and gritty, loves football, works at it. Always up in the office watching tape. He's a ball guy, so been happy with that.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, you bet.